All right, everyone, here we go. How about, I've been waiting to pull this reading. How about Mercury in Sagittarius? I have put fireproofing down on the table. I've got a pre-shuffle that I've labeled sweaty old socks. And I'll tell you in a moment. I've been talking about this. I even did a 3-card where some of this energy came in. Mercury in Sagittarius is antsy. It doesn't like, it gets bored. It gets pissy. It doesn't like being there. That being said, it's joining Venus in Sagittarius, which to sum it up Steve style, it's not enough to look at the hot ass. You need to touch it. You need to go talk to who it's attached to. That being said, this is a straight up energy reading. It doesn't matter what your sign is. Mercury in Sagittarius. Oh, I love pulling on Mercury in Sagittarius. Anyway, it's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Chair, or you're here for a reason. This reading is technically timeless because you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. Sweaty old socks. What have I been saying about this? I say people are going to be loose with the lips, right? All that stuff they swept under the carpet is going to come out just on the surface energy. And I want to tell you, I did two pre-shuffles from 2 different decks, all right? They both said the same thing. This was my favorite way of phrasing it. This is sweaty old socks from the big light seer deck. 10 cups, right? 10 cups crossed by 5 swords. Somebody here, for most of you, your person did what they were supposed to do in life or whatever, took the expectations dumped upon them, whatever it is. Just look at his picture. That's all you need to do. Shortcuts never, it never works. It only works, life only works when you follow your soul's true purpose. And somebody here, again, sees some kind of, they can make anything smell good, even those sweaty old socks, right? They can convince themselves of a lot of things. But that's wearing thin here because Mercury in Sagittarius is pissy. It really is. And there's some serious truths that are coming to light. And they're being expressed outward. See how the light starts here in the middle and goes outward? Yeah. These are coming out. There's conversation happening here. All right? It's been a long time coming. It has. I got the star here as the next card. The star, if we get the star, it implies a tower is happening or has happened. All right? And what we've got here, about what? Devil. Toxin. It's got the devil crossing the star here, technically, in this reading. I got toxin. It's not real happiness. It proves it's not real happiness. But here's the sweaty socks. And this combination of energies always is. It's the moon, all that stuff pushed back. We already saw the, where is it? The Ace of Swords. Some truths coming to light. That means that everything that's been pushed down, especially love, because this is my Queen of Cups in the Light Seer deck. She's a redhead, like the little Queen of Cups. Underwater, coming to the surface. All that stuff, it's coming out. Verbal diarrhea. It really is. It's the fool crossing the moon. That always has the smell of taking off an old sweaty pair of socks after you've just run a marathon and just waving them around the room. The whole room smells like a freaking shithole locker room. That's what it smells like here. It smells like somebody is taking a leap of faith, perhaps jumping in a new direction rather than pushing things down. It's sort of like behaving contrary to the way they would normally behave. Instead of pushing things down, things are coming out. Somebody wants a new start here. Somebody wants the real 10 of Cups. And they've wanted this for a long time. But as I've told you, what the kids call divine timing is really just the energy needs to be right. The recipe of energies needs to be right for something to happen. That's all it is. The oven's preheated here. It's time to put the cookies in the oven. And that's kind of what's happening. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do it. I already fireproofed my table. It's fine. That was just the surface energy. That's just a pre-shuffle. It's just me talking to the universe. Hey, what's the deal with Mercury and Sagittarius here? It's joining Venus there, making it even more antsy because Venus needs to have it, not just think about it. Venus and Sagittarius. Everybody antsy here. Let's see where we go. This first card out is Before the Cut. It's Why the Fuck Are We Here? And I'll tell you what, we are just about there. We're here because of 3 Pentacles. Again, it's about working. It's not working together with another person in this case. It's an energy of them working together with themselves for a change. In other words, the energy is coming together. And it's all sort of, it's like pieces of the puzzle are falling into place. Somebody wants a new start. We saw that with the Fool already, but the Three of Pentacles takes us a little deeper in its own way. It says that they're resolving within themselves. All right? What comes after that? What do they want a new start with? Love. In general. Just this picture is all that matters. Doesn't matter anything. I mean, the lovers used to be called the choice, and yeah, the energy is set. It's proof of divine timing. It's proof that the universe has set the energetic table. We're just waiting for this person to come to it. They're already there. They're already there. Just like these people on this card are already naked. That's what they want. They want something real. This also backs up in the pre-shuffle the Ten of Cups, and crossed by the Five of Swords, where it's a phony. It's telling us right up. The universe right on the surface is telling us their Ten of Cups, their rainbow, is fake. It's shortcutted. It's what they thought they were supposed to do. It's all kinds of things like that. So, let's pull a reading. We know why we're here. We know the surface energy. So let's go deeper. Give me the soulmate cycle with the effect of Mercury in Sagittarius universe. There's a lot of fire around that Lover's card. A lot. I'm drawn to the two people on the card, and most of the energy is reflecting off of the two people on the card and the red color in general. I mean, it's a lot. Let's go. Give me a reading, universe. The effect of Mercury in okay. All right. Calm down. In Sagittarius, and it came back. One of the cards from the pre-shuffle, the Ace of Swords, is the overall energy of everything on the table. Outward energy. In other words, they may have done this before, but this time they mean it. It's like that. You know, it really is. And underneath this, feeling it is a star. That's what I mean by this time they mean it. It is that kind of energy. Let's see where we go here. Let's do this. Let's do it. Right here is the energy around your connection. Right here is how your person's behaving in the 3D. Right here is the soul energy. Right here is the message from the universe. It's red with the energy of the connection. And right here is the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards over the top, and you bet your sweet asses there's going to be a link for an extended in the description. This is, you know, with an Ace of Swords here, totally, the whole reading is backing up the pre-shuffle but taking it deeper. Even the cut cards did. Remember that star card is there too. The star implies a tower. It's one of only a couple of cards in the major arcana where you can actually get away with doing that energetically. All right, what's the energy around the connection right now? Let's do it. King of Wands. That doesn't surprise me. Fire. You expect, I said I fireproofed the table. Did you expect anything but fire to land in this position? I didn't. I think if anything but a wand card fell there, I would cancel this reading. I'd say, nope, it's not happening today. I'll get it tomorrow. Nope. There it is. The energy around the connection right now is a lot of passion. There's that red color again. All I'm drawn to is his red shirt. That's it. I'm not going to talk about Burger Kings and ego and pride. Nope, 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 nope. It's passion. It's straight up. It's fire. Somebody got a fire in their belly here. The energy of this connection right now is a strong pull towards it from someone who ran from it. All right. We'll see what happens when we clarify that. There's another energy around that, but let's keep going. Right here, we'll get back to it because we're going to clarify with the little animal deck. So we got some powerful shit coming. How are they behaving in the 3D? King of Swords. King. Ace of Swords. Star. I said, we've been here before. We've been here where this person gets pissy with whatever's on their side, either with themselves for how they've been living or with an external thing that they're resenting that isn't their Ten of Cups, whatever it is. But not under this energy. Not under this recipe of energy just after the 11/11 portal. Just after an eclipse. I mean, it's my king of action. He's also holding this sword of truth. Archangel Michael's sword of truth, the Ace of Swords. He's holding that. It's somebody here who's cutting things out that they're not passionate about, that don't, well, they're cutting things out that don't get them wet or don't give them wood. How about that? We can put it that way if you want. It is. This person wants love. We saw that. We saw the Lover's card after the cut. They want something real. And they're willing to start from zero to get it. It begins with some loose lips, though. It does begin with some fighting. I feel the tower that's around this star card. Now, we haven't seen a tower yet, and I don't know if we will. I'm just telling you. What's the soul position here? It bookending the King of Wands, so this ought to be good. Yeah, the Eight of Swords. Somebody kept their mouth shut for a long time here. Eight swords don't belong in the soul, okay? Somebody has been pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it back. It represents fear while it's here, and fear doesn't exist in the soul. So it tells me that they're not quite doing all of this from the soul. If there's fear, if fear comes out in the soul, it means there's a layer of energy still blocking the soul energy a little bit, creating a fear that they think is coming from, you know, their intuition. In other words, in the 3D, I could say it usually plays out as someone who is afraid that they're never going to find real love if they stay where they are, right? They're doing everything from a point of fear. Even stuff that they think they're doing from the soul, they're doing it from a point of fear. They're afraid that they don't have passion in there. They're afraid, you know, it's like a fight that starts with a couple where somebody is like, you know, we haven't had sex in a long time, you know, so they start a fight with that. They get worried. Maybe they go out and have an affair even. You know, there's a lot of energy right now where I said with Venus, I said this energy of Mercury and Sagittarius blends with Venus and Sagittarius. There's a lot of that Venus and Sagittarius energy here too. There's a lot of, which is the biggest energy that creates affairs, secret rendezvous in motels and things like that. It's all fear-based, right? Somebody here is afraid that they've been living all wrong, and they're cutting things out. They're going, this King of Swords, he may look like he's sitting on the car, but he's going batshit crazy. And look, there's even a bat right there. And I'm sure it shits. They're going batshit crazy about this. So they're going to have some loose lips. The Eight of Swords can cause that. When it's a bit of an energy of when we feel backed into a corner, right? We fight. Even the most meek person, the most, you know, quiet person who keeps their lips shut, you know, doesn't say anything, you back them into a corner and they'll start yelling and screaming. They'll fight, you know, that kind of a thing. What's the universe want to tell us? It's red with the King of Wands. That is not surprising. But this creates a volatility with the Eight of Swords in the soul. It's almost that tower energy I felt around this. This is never a good starting point for this person, because it means that they're still going to be in this energy when they come toward you. It's like I've been telling you, right? They're pissy. They did not want to be woken up. And now Mercury is just getting bored and antsy and pissy in Sagittarius, and it's making them talk. It's making them speak. And we see that with that right there, which could be part of that tower energy I pick up. But the Star card is telling us this has been a long time coming. Whatever this is that's happening here. What's the universe want to tell us? Red with the King of Wands. Two of Pentacles. It's what I just told you. It's the same energy that I just told you. This Eight of Swords here, yeah, there's some shit. They're backed into a corner. There's some shit coming out on their side. They may show up. They're going to treat both sides the same way. And that may be a mistake. That may be part of that Five of Swords energy, short-sightedness that we saw in the pre-shuffle. Okay? We'll see what happens when we clarify that. That's just backing me up, what I just said, so there's no need to repeat it. Right here, potential final outcome. It's red with the King of Swords. What is this potential final outcome for you? Do you think it's communication? I do. It's the Four of Wands. I took a peek. I never lie to you. I took a peek. I knew what it was. Four of Wands. Yeah, it's communication when it falls there in my reading. It's for a lot of you, somebody is your person married or in a relationship? Okay, I'll talk about two separate sets here. If your person's married in a relationship, this could result in them sleeping on somebody else's couch for a little while. This energy of Mercury and Sagittarius. The King of Swords is taking some serious, there's some serious truths about that relationship are hitting this person, and they're backed against a corner, and with passion they're taking care of business. We'll see that when we clarify some more, but we know it anyway with this card here. Now, how this relates, if your person's not married, it's just energies within themselves, because they've been behaving this way. Maybe they were taught to behave like the Burger King, if you will, you know, entitlement, ego, all that kind of stuff, and it reaches a fever pitch. It reaches a point where they realize that it's cock blocking their own happiness. It's stopping them from getting any real happiness. So again, they're doing something about it. The net result is someone coming towards you. Now, this is the pathway, right, to the Ten of Pentacles. We'll have to see what happens when it clarifies, though, because the Two of Pentacles is telling us that they behave this frantic way, if you will, Mercury and Sagittarius way, with both sides, with what they want and what they don't want, right? So what's going on their side plus you? We'll see. Let's clarify. Let's go ahead and grab the little animal deck. Little tiny animals. We'll see where we go here. All right. King of Wands, more fire randomly at the bottom is the Strength card. Why is King of Wands here? They are coming towards you. Or going toward real happiness. I can't predict what a 3D person's going to do. That's up to their free will. I can tell you what's happening on their side, and it is going to be some fighting. Either with themselves or with an external energy. They're going to say some shit. Some shit that they should have said a long time ago. That's what the star is telling us. I believe it. I believe it with this energy. And having both Mercury and Venus there in Sagittarius with their behaviors, yeah. At the very least, if your person's married, it might result in them banging that person at work that they always wanted to bang, or approaching you from maybe to see where you're at with something like that. Keep that in mind. Do what you want to do. Don't lower your vibration for somebody. But if you want to, whatever. Just know why you're doing something, right? But it's going to play out differently for all of you. There's too many people watching to pinpoint it like that. Why is the King of Wands here? Okay, all right, calm the fuck down. Yeah, the Fool. Passion. It's leaps of faith all over the place. It's the Fool. It's a whole new King of Wands. It's a King of Wands who it's just passion. It's just forward movement. It's starting anew. Somebody wants something else. It's that affair energy I talked about. It's that diarrhea of the mouth energy I talked about. I mean, but it's all from a point of fear, and that scares the shit out of me. And it's not soul. It's not coming from the soul. This energy of fear has to be a band of energy, sort of. But here's the soul. Here's a band of energy of fear, right? And here's the ego up here. So it's coming from this band of energy of fear, which to them is going to feel like they're doing it with passion from the soul, right? But they're not. They're doing it because they feel cornered and backed against the wall. They're doing it because Mercury and Sagittarius, along with a few other energies that are in play, which I'm not going to confuse things with, is making them feel cornered, backed against the wall, antsy, and a little bit pissy. And it's making them really, some hard truths of the stuff they carpet swept is coming to the surface. What's on top here? King of Cups. Yeah, they've been holding back a lot of emotion. A lot of emotion has been held back. And this King of Wands here brings that energy, all of this, everything I'm talking about, opens this King of Cups up. Why is the King of Cups here? Yeah, it's intense. There's been a toxic energy. This connection, this is your connection right here, okay? In my reading, it's that position. Because somebody hasn't told you how they felt, because somebody's been to Burger King, there's actually a bit of toxin, the goat with its feet on fire, right? That's built up in your connection. All right? Your connection has become toxic, but this card, because it's read with these cards, because they're read with this card, the message from the universe, says, it's all, it's like you're trying to protect somebody. It's just an example. It's like you're trying to protect somebody, right? You're standing up for somebody. So you punch out the person that's harming that person or threatening that person. And then in the same amount of just energy, because it's going, you turn and punch out the person that you were protecting as well. It's kind of what's happening here. All right? It's a cornered, it's like a wounded mama bear just attacking. All right, and so they're fighting on their side, and they're coming at you, and they're mad because they had to fight on their side. Well, it's all of it. It's all just become this big kind of mess because somebody didn't tell you how they feel, and that's the lesson for the DF. That's the cautionary tale. Never shut down, because when you stop the flow of water, it becomes still water, and when it becomes still water, it becomes toxic, as I've taught you. So that's all this devil is saying. Let's talk about this King of Swords here. All right? I think they need to slow down a little bit. If I could talk to this person, I would deal first with this Eight of Swords. I would say it's not your soul. It's not real passion. It's just a cornered. You just feel cornered. That's all. That's all. Why is the King of Swords here? Calm down. King of Swords, tell me about it. This is how they're behaving in the 3D. Now, I like the King of Swords. I like it with the energy that it's read with, the Four of Wands. I don't like it between the King of Wands and the Eight of Swords, though. And not as much. Okay. Why is the King of Swords here? It's crossed by 2 wands. Cutting shit out. Get one wand, go bye-bye. Another wand. We've been seeing the 2 of Wands a lot in the build-up to this energy, right? Somebody here is taking care of business. It's a bit of TCB. Taking care of business. I just think that they're taking care of business the same way on both sides, all right? It's fine if you want to stick up for your, and you want to get what you want and say something to somebody else, but don't take that out on another source which you want 4 of Wands with. What's on top? But it's hard for them to see when they're in the middle of all this. The Magician, yeah, action. It's just action. That's all. That's all it's saying. It's a quick change energy attached to that Magician card. So it's all happening very fast. Well, of course it is. We're talking about Mercury. It's a fast-moving planet. Mercury moves very quickly. It only takes about 88 days or so for it to go around the sun. It takes us 365. So, Mercury moves pretty quick. All right. It's fast. Yeah, it is that. It's backing up that cornered feeling. Why is the Magician here? 2 of Cups. It's also a soul contract energy. It's happening because they feel this connection and it confuses them. They're afraid. They feel cornered. They feel like they might lose this connection if they don't do something fast and take care of things. And then all the stuff we saw in the pre-shuffle builds up. These epiphanies are coming out that it's, that they don't have real happiness on their side. They don't have passion, and they're feeling a lot of passion right now, partly because of Venus in Sagittarius, which wants to touch that ass, not just look at it, right? There's a lot of horniness in the energy right now. We can call it passion if you want, or this is Steve's Love Tarot. We'll just call it like it is. This person's horny as a motherfucker, and you're looking like a sirloin steak, or the soulmate connection is. Can we just call it for what it is? That's kind of what's going on. I mean, on a superficial level. It's actually much deeper than that, as we've talked about. But just summing it up, right? Somebody wants to get banged for real here. That's why this type of energy, especially with Venus in Sagittarius and Mercury there joining it, it's this energy of, it's why affairs happen at this time. Somebody want to get banged, and they want to feel something. They want to feel some way again, and it's all getting released here. Everything they've backed up, and again but it's from a point of fear. It always is. It's like a now or never energy, right? I'm not getting any younger, people say to themselves in this case, in this type of energy. I'm not getting any younger. Right? Okay. Well, that's true, but why is the 8 of Swords here? Let's talk about the soul. Let's talk about the soul here. Why is the 8 of Swords? And why the hell do I never get the 8 of Swords in reversed energy? Why? I hardly ever get it. All right? I would much rather be looking at this little brown girl here. I don't care for this random white girl. She look a little like trouble to me. Okay? Drive me crazy. This one here look nice and calm. And she kind of hot. It is. There's nothing hot about that. Okay. 8 Swords, unless you're a kidnapper and that's your thing. Which I'm not. 8 Swords. Why is it here? Tell me about the 8 Swords and the soul. I said it's cornered, right? It's all coming from a point of fear, but it feels like it's coming from the soul to your person, okay? But it's crossed by the Knight of Swords. Yeah, it's frantic. It's frantic energy. There's old Harrison Ford again running across my table. Harrison Ford in frantic. Running across the rooftops of Paris yelling, where's my wife? Where's my wife? It's a cornered energy. There's almost a panic to it, but it is, words are being spoken, but they're not from the soul. They're from a point of fear, as I said, backed up by this card, the Knight of Swords. It's very swordsy. Swords in the soul, they don't belong there. The only sword I like to see in the soul is that one, and it's not there. Why is the 8 of Swords here? What's on top? The moon. Yeah. Again, they feel cornered. Again, all that moon, all that stuff that's been carpet swept is all coming out. It's diarrhea of the mouth. It's got a lot of passion, but it's coming from a point of fear. And that in and of itself creates toxin. And it creates this quick change energy. It creates this urgency within the energy. And when we do that, we're careless. We're short-sighted. We say things we maybe shouldn't say. We blurt things out. And they're going to do that on both sides. So even when they come toward you, keep this in mind. You're learning something that might help you save this thing and not get too mad at this person. Okay, for the shit that might come out of their mouth. Why is the moon here? Queen of Swords. Yeah. It's all being dealt with. She holds Archangel Michael's sword of truth too. Also, if your person is married, I've got the Queen of Swords in the soul position. I've got the King of Swords in the 3D position. That is a fighting couple. That is a couple that is crossing swords. Oh yeah. All the stuff that they pushed back is coming out. This person is afraid too much time has gone by. They're afraid they're not getting any younger. It's all fear in the soul. This is fear. The moon represents fear. This is fear. It's everything I've already told you. And here's the urgency. The Knight of Swords. There's that backed into a corner. See, I read the energy first, then I throw the cards. I could have gotten cards here that didn't make any sense to that. The sun and things like that. No. I got everything I told you. All right. Now, the universe wants to have a chat about the two sides of this coin. So let's do that. Give me the Two of Pentacles. Why is it here? Now, we have to take into consideration all of the cards over here because they're red. It's red specifically with this, your connection. So it's talking about that. Excuse me. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? What you trying to tell me here, universe? Give it to me. Yeah, okay. All right, calm the fuck down. Oh, shit. Most powerful card I can pull. It's the World crossing it. It's a little, the energy is new. A cycle is new. Let me back up, okay? The World implies, the Judgment card, if we get the World, it implies they pass judgment. The World implies a Fool. We had a Fool crossing here. So I've got the Fool crossing here and the World crossing here in the message from the universe. That backs us up a click, one card, and says, under this, it's all about this new energy. It's all about the energy of everything that's happened. Probably going back to Lionsgate, but we'll just back it up to the eclipses and the 1111 portal. It's everything that's happened that's led us up to this. And the person, it's a bit of someone doesn't, it's because of, it's all behaving the way it is because someone doesn't know how to handle the power of this energy. This is the most powerful card I can pull. It's talking about the power of the energy here. The cycle has shifted. So they're in new energy. And it's creating, this new energy is creating within this person a lot of fear because it's giving the illusion that time is running out. Whether it's time, whether I'm not getting any younger, kind of time for their own life, or time to find love, time to whatever. It's all tied to something like that. It feels like that. It feels like a lot of times what happens, I'll give you the example of middle-aged people that get divorced. Okay? The numbers are very high right now for people in their early 50s and mid-50s getting a divorce after being married 30 years to somebody, just getting a divorce. It's in part because of the energy, the cycles that are happening right now. It's in part because they feel like it's their last chance to have this kind of passion, to have this kind of love, right? And so they don't want to be held back. They want to spend the second half, or the second third, if you will, of their life, or the final third of their life, if you will, with something different, something new, something fresh, all of that. But it's all based on an urgency. This energy here that I'm pulling on, this Mercury in Sagittarius joining Venus in Sagittarius, is just amplifying the cycle energy that's already been in play. Okay? So your person's behaving like one of those people that, you know, feels like time is running out. This is my last chance. I'll equate it to you because you come out here as Four of Wands for this person. I mean, I could be corny and say they want to marry you. So equating it to you, this person feels like they want the passion. They want what they can feel the connection. They want that. Okay? They want that on a high level. And they've been holding it back, which has become toxic within them. It's built up, and they feel cornered. So it's all coming out. Mercury, and it is divine timing. Because Mercury entering Sagittarius, it gets a little pissy. And this person, when we get in this, when the devil's here or the toxin's here, all kinds of stuff comes out. All right? Now, so that's why the world is here. It's because of the energy, that's happening in the cycle. And they don't know how to handle it. Most people don't. It's tough energy to handle. We make some impulsive decisions, some quick change decisions. That's why we had the Fool here. A little bit of a leap of faith, something new. Hey, I'm just going to go for it. I don't know what's ahead, but I want that passion. What's on top here? Yeah, everything I just told you just got backed up. I didn't know that card was there. I'm not looking. It's Queen of Cups. It's the most love I could pull from the deck. I have pulled the most powerful card I could pull and explained it to death to you. But I want you to understand. And I have pulled the Queen of Cups. The most love I can pull from the deck. And it's right here. She gives the full cup. This is read with the King of Cups. He doesn't give the full cup. He holds on to that Ace of Cups, and it's become toxic. It becomes still water, which you should never drink. Every person who grows up in the country learns that. It's like a rite of passage. Your father teaches you. You drink the flowing water, not the still water. Okay. And it's always some dumb kid at school who drank from the pond, and he did because he's not there for like 3 weeks. He's in the hospital having his stomach pumped and all that kind of stuff. This right here, under this energy, this person is giving the love. That's why I said, it's everything I said for this whole reading leading up to this just got backed up by that one card right there, red with the King of Cups. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Page of Pentacles. That makes sense. This is actually red with the devil. Okay? It's a person here who's you do learn in all of this. Okay? It's a person here it's also my biggest energy of spying. This person's been watching and spying and spying on their own life. Doing a lot of thinking and a lot of learning within the energy. And what they've learned here is exactly the lesson I pointed out to you in the beginning. Look, this is a cautionary tale for you. Look what happens when you hold back the emotion. Always tell people how you feel. Be honest. The universe rewards honesty. Look what happens when you don't. Look at the mess we're in. Not only forget the devil, look at this. That's what happens to the soul. Do you want to be that girl in the soul? No, of course not. All carpet sweeping shit and fear, and what if somebody finds out? Nobody under this energy cares if anybody finds out. Nobody's person cares what anyone else thinks or anything. It's just like it's an all-out corner, backed against a corner, gotta fight now. It's false passion in a way because it's rooted in fear, but this person has learned that very lesson. That when you don't give the cup, you don't get anything back, right? It's not, you don't, and in fact, the DF has gone a long way to teach them this because you guys haven't been chasing. Especially if you've been watching me. You haven't been chasing. And, they held back, they didn't get anything. The King of Wands is often used to getting what they want, right? That's why we call it the Burger King. They got to have it their way. There's ego, there's pride, but they usually get what they want. They're a king, okay? They didn't get what they wanted this time. And they did it to themselves. And that in and of itself generates this Eight of Swords. Okay? So, yeah. This is communication, by the way. The Page of Pentacles. I believe it. It's two types of communication, though. It's communication. Both of these cards are communication, but one is more giving the cup. The other one is scared to give the cup. And the net result is down the middle here, the card that they're on top of, which is confusion in a way. The message you get from this person just talking to you might be confusing. I say that because her ass is on the front, right? This girl, very confused. I would be confused if I woke up in the morning and my ass was on the front. I'd be, what the fuck just happened? It's like that. It's very confused messages from this person. All right? And it's in part because of this. When things become toxic, and of course the Eight of Swords here, for reasons we've already covered. Let's talk about the final outcome. Four of Wands. All right, let's see where we go here. Tell me about the Four of Wands. So far in the extended, I've got a devil to pull on and a King of Wands. This fascinates me. This little section of the reading right here with a Fool crossing it. It fascinates me. But what fascinates me as well is the King and Queen of Swords and all what's been carpet swept and the Moon. Okay? That's important information to have. And how does it, and what does it mean to you? You know, what does it mean for you? We'll find out. We'll find out a lot. I'll pull a lot of little side reads in there. Definitely do one of those pyramids for sure. But I think I might ad-lib a little bit. Maybe clarify the pyramid where I normally wouldn't. Alright, why is the Four of Wands here? Tell me about the Four of Wands. What's the final on this, universe? I showed it to you when I first picked up this deck, and I thought it's going to come back. I'm right. After a shuffle, 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 and a shuffle, it's back. It's the Strength card. And the Lion is holding one of the roses from the Two of Cups in this deck, which is exactly why the universe waited to give it to us until here, because these are read with these, and there's a Two of Cups. So yeah, they are coming towards you. But they're coming towards you like a fucking cornered lion. Okay, I'm just feeling that. I think I see this lion that's pissed at me. Alright, he's coming in. Why are you mad at me, Mr. Lion? Well, I'm mad at you because I had to... It's shifting blame. It's a blame shifting thing. It truly is. It's a little bit of this King of Wands Burger. It's a little bit. It's a little bit. They're mad that they had to take stuff out from under the carpet. They're mad that they're afraid. They're cornered. It's all this. It's what Mercury in Sagittarius does, but it's there with Venus, and Venus, I mean, they just want it so bad, but then don't at the same time, which is kind of also what the universe is trying to tell us with the Two of Pentacles here. What's on top? Nine Swords. Everything I just said just got backed up. It's anxiety. It's the end of it. It's not enough to stop them. Nines are the end in tarot, right? Tens are the end and dead end that lead to a new beginning, but nines, it's coming to an end. It's why the Nine of Swords is always nonsense. I say pace in the kitchen at 2 in the morning with a bottle of whiskey over stuff that you're worried about. It's not surprising with the Eight Swords over here, right? But this is an escalation. We go from 8 swords at this point in the reading to 9 swords over here in the final outcome. But this 9 swords is read with the Magician. Again, it's that quick change energy. It's compared with this Lion here, it's just, there's a lot of angst, a little bit, kind of, yeah, urgency, yeah, I get that, and anxiety all tied to it. It's just, it's like that. I have to swim in this energy to do the reading. I just gave you the energy with a grunt. Like that. Why is the Nine of Swords here? King of Pentacles. The Archer takes the shot. It's the message from the universe, and here in Sagittarius season, we're going to see it a lot. It just keeps coming up. The Archer takes the shot. Nines are the end in tarot. It's the only thing that matters about this Nine of Swords, aside from my terrible grunt there, is the 9. The Archer takes the shot. This is read with the Two of Cups. The Lion's holding one of the roses from the Two of Cups. The universe waited to bring it back, to bring back this card until we got here, because there's a Two of Cups and these are read together. They're coming in because, again, there's this energy of they feel like they won't get another shot. They feel like time is running out. It's everything I've already told you. They feel like they want passion. All I'm drawn to is the red here. They want it, and it's become an obsession. It has. The love that they didn't give. It's always the things we don't do that eat at us. But this person is cornered. They've got so much stuff they've carpet swept and so much shit to deal with on their side, either with another person, which for a lot of you that's the case, especially with the Four of Wands here, or within themselves. Either way, it is that pissy energy of Mercury and Sagittarius, but it does project outward. And the whole thing, the net result of the whole thing, actually, that's where the Tower is. I don't have the Tower. It didn't come out on the table. But the star implies a Tower is happening or has happened, which is why we finally have something that's been delayed happening. So the Tower is in all of that. It's just this angst is the only way to describe it, but it is being projected outward. They are speaking some truths. So yeah, you got communication coming from somebody because they see your value, is one way to put it. You're an 8-point buck with rainbow antlers, but also it's an energy of stability here. You are the anchor of sanity in this whole energy. Here you are on your side with this energy not really affecting you in the same way. It's sort of like, it's what I told you earlier. It's like you're not chasing them. And that's what drives this devil batshit crazy, because this King of Wands usually gets what they want. They figured you'd turn around and keep chasing them, and it's an energy of someone who thought you'd always be around. And they feel you're slipping away. So the archer takes the shot. And they're going to take a shot. And they are taking a shot on their side. Whether they come towards you or not is up to their free will. But I will tell you, the energy that's going on their side in their life, it's not great. They might, I don't even see them putting out a pretense. They might pretend everything's going good and not show anybody. But this is the type of energy, this top row here, is the type of energy where the fight drags out in the street if it's a couple, right? Chasing down the street with a frying pan, kind of a thing. And all the neighbors, the lights go on and they all look out the window and see it happening, all that kind of stuff. That's this kind of energy. Somebody feels cornered. Somebody feels like they want some serious passion. And they know where to get it. We'll see. We'll see if they show up. But it can, I won't lie to you, this can result in them, you know, like if they're married, for example, it can result in them just cheating with somebody at work or something. Either way, somebody here getting banged. Somebody wants that. Somebody wants something real. It can result, it can be milder for some of you. It could result in a couple just having a conversation and trying to get real. But if it doesn't go well, in other words, if they can't have a meeting of the minds, then it all goes batshit catawampus. You know, and then it results in disappointment. Either way, it's a swirl of energy here. There's a lot to take in this reading. I've done my best to explain the energy. How it results for you, it looks like from the final outcome communication. It looks like some stability comes to a soulmate connection. From a lion that, from a strength card, what's underneath that? Yeah, the Six of Swords is underneath it. It's a little bit, because the Nine of Swords is here too, it's a little bit of overkill. Like it'd be better if they approached you with a little less energy than what's around that. Okay? It'd be better if there was a different card there than the strength card. We'll see. What does the universe want to tell us? We'll find out more in the extended. I'll take it a little deeper. I'll dig into the final outcome too. Obviously, I always pull a timeline at the end, so we'll see. Give me 3 cards, universe. What else you want to tell everyone before we go pull some wicked voodoo? Yeah. Look, it's Kurt Cobain in pain, or Peppermint Patty, depending on who you identify with. Whatever. 3 swords. 4 swords. Knight of Wands. Yep. It's everything I already told you. And 10 of Pentacles. This is about what's on their side. Whatever represents 10, the universe wants to leave you with this message. It's basically Steve's right. I've read this energy right. I hope I've explained it good enough. I hope I have. If I haven't, watched it again. Watch the video again. But whatever represents 10 Pentacles on their side, they've been doing nothing about that. And pain has been building and building and building and building. And I could go on and say and building for like 2 hours. But by how much energy is attached to this card right here. Kurt Cobain is in a lot of fucking pain here. Okay? And this is that energy I talked about. The impulsive energy, the snap. There's that Knight of Wands. And it's just going to snap. And it's communication. It's forward movement. It's in and out. It's quick change energy. It's quick punches. Stick and move kind of thing. You know, it is. So if your person's done nothing about their life, if they haven't made any changes as they've gone through this cycle up to this point, those changes are happening whether they want to or not. The energy can't take anymore. They can't take any more of this. It's become toxic. The love has become toxic. And holding it back, holding back what they want. Whether it's coming to bang you or whether it's just finding someone that they think is like you or represents what your connection was kind of like. They're not going to find it anywhere else but you. But some of them may go for something else. I can't say, you know, I can't predict free will. But it does look like they come towards you. What's underneath this? Because I have a Chariot underneath there. Also, this Chariot underneath the 10 of Pentacles just backs up what I said about the forward movement here on this buildup of 3 of Swords. They can't take it anymore. They've done nothing. They have to heal this Three of Swords. It's gotten too strong. This is very strong. And we see it here with the devil. So, that said, that explains the angry lion a little bit too. Let's go, and definitely this right here. There's some hard truths coming to light under this energy, under Sagittarius season here. It's not going to be a happy holiday at their home. It's very interesting family dinners for sure. That said, let's go pull some Wicked Voodoo. If you want the extended, the link is there. I'm going to take it deeper. We're going to pull on the connection, the devil. We're going to pull on the missing tower. We're going to pull on the Three of Swords. We're going to pull on the final outcome and all this carpet swept shit and what's going on their side with the King and Queen of Swords. I'll just pull on all of it. I don't fucking care. Whatever. However long it is, it is. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you want the extended, the link is in the description. And if you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, good luck.